So getting right into it, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelashes by using my favorite mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So I'm just going to coat my lashes, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the lashes that I want to use, which are going to be the Demi Wispies. These are my absolute favorite lashes because they're super easy to apply. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend them to make them fit my eyes much better. It's harder to put them on when they're completely straight, so I'm going to try to measure them and see if I need to cut anything off if they're too long. These ones are a little bit too long for me, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of the edge off. You always want to cut the outside, not the inside, because we could use less of the outside, but if you cut more of the inside, it's not going to look proportional to your eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my little scissors here and just cut the ends, and I didn't cut too much off, as you can see. I'm going to bend the eyelashes one more time, and I'm going to see if they fit now. So from the looks of it, they fit pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off, and I'm just going to go ahead and start working on putting the glue on them. So I'm going to take my favorite eyelash glue. I don't know the name of this, but I got it from katehouse.com. So I'll go ahead and place the link down below for you guys. What I love about this stuff is that it's white. But when you place it on the eyelash band and when it dries, it turns a dark blue. So you know that it's ready to be stuck on, and you know that it's tacky. I always hate counting to 30 seconds because even though I count, it's still never tacky enough. So I really like this glue. So once I place a thin layer on the eyelash band, and I mean just on the eyelash band, you never want to go over the eyelash band because it might get stuck to your real eyelashes and it makes it really hard to take off, and you don't want that glue mark on your eyelashes when you close your eyes. That's never cute. So I'm just going to go ahead and blow on it a little bit just till the glue turns blue. And then I'm going to take some tweezers and I'm just going to go ahead and plop them on the center of my eyelid. So as you can see, I'm not doing anything else to it. I'm just going to plop them on there and make sure that they're in the correct spot. Once they're in the correct spot in the center, I'm going to pull them just a tad just to make them match where they should be at the ends of my eyelashes, and then in the inner corner I'm just going to go ahead and place those down. And it's okay if the eyelash band pops up, just kind of let it dry, get a little bit more tacky, and then start working with your tweezers and moving it into the spot that it needs to be in. So once I know that that eyelash is stuck on, I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it and push it down as far to the lash line as I possibly can, and then I'm just going to go ahead and push them up so that they match with my real lashes. I just want them to blend even more, and you can even use a eyelash curler. I'm choosing not to right now. I'm just going to go ahead and let them dry so they don't fall off. So working on the other eye, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat those steps. I'm going to get that eyelash band, I'm going to measure it to my eye and make sure that it's correct. I'm going to go ahead and just trim whatever needs to be trimmed, which is just a little bit. And the good thing about the Demi Wispies is that they have little gaps in the middle of them, so it makes it easy to measure and easy to see what you need to cut off. So once I cut my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and bend them up a little bit just to make sure that they're going to fit properly. I'm going to make sure that they're a good match, and again, looks like they're a good match, so I think it's time to go ahead and apply the glue. So I'm going to take my eyelash glue and I'm just going to place a thin layer on the eyelash band once more. I'm going to make sure that I'm not going past the lash band, and I'm just going to wait until the eyelash glue goes from white to dark blue. I'm going to blow on it for a little bit, but as I'm blowing on it, I'm going to go ahead and shape it so that it matches my almond shaped eyes rather than going on straight, as I said before. And then once I think it's a good shape, and then once the eyelash glue turns blue, I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to just do exactly what I did before. I'm going to go ahead and place it on the center of my eyelid, and once I know that it's stuck on there, that's when I take the tweezers and that's when I start moving it around to make it fit in the proper place. You don't want it to go too far past your wing, and you don't want it to go too close to your inner corner so that it pokes your eyes and bothers you throughout the day. So as you can see here, it didn't go on as smoothly as the first one, so I have to fidget with it here. I'm using my fingers and I'm just placing it as close as I possibly can to my real lashes, and then I'm just going to kind of pull it. I'm going to make them mesh together so that they all look natural, so my real lashes don't show through my fake lashes. So once you've waited a few minutes for your eyelash glue to completely dry, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner that I used before. This is my Physicians Formula eyeliner, and I'm just going to place the black eyeliner over the lash band so that it's not showing. I don't want the glue to show. I don't want anything to be blue or white, so I'm just covering it. I'm not overlining or anything like that. I'm just going to place the ink over the lash band. So when I was applying my eyeliner, my lash band kind of got in the way and I messed up a little bit. So what I love about this eyeliner is that it's really easy to fix if you mess up. So I'm just going to take a flat brush. I'm just going to kind of put my spit on it. I know that's gross. I know you shouldn't do that, but that's what I had at the moment. So I just kind of licked my brush a little bit and I just kind of swiped the eyeliner that I had on. Since it wasn't completely dry, it came off super easy and I love this stuff. I also saw that when I was doing my lashes, I guess the inner quarter didn't stick as well. So what I did is I just put some glue. As you can see there, it's on my tweezers. It's blue. I'm just going to put it at the edge. I'm not going to apply it directly to the skin. You should never do that just in case you're allergic to it or something got in the glue. It's going to affect your eye. You might get an infection. Don't want to do that. So all I did was put it at the edge of that eyelash band, and then I'm just going to wait for it to dry for a second. I'm going to take those tweezers and I'm going to stick it right back on, and it should stay in place. You don't need to go too crazy. You don't need to put anything on your skin or anything else to take them off, redo them, just kind of fix them. And my last step, just to complete my lashes, I'm going to go back in with that mascara one more time. This is the same Maybelline Sensational Lash Mascara, and I'm just going to go ahead and put them on my real lashes as well as the Demi Wispies that I'm using. Doing this is just going to ensure that they match up perfectly, so you don't have some real lashes going straight and some falsies going up. It's just going to make them look very natural. I'm also going to go ahead and put mascara on my bottom lash line. Of course, as I was applying mascara to my bottom lashes, I got it on my nose, hashtag big nose probs, but there's nothing Kirkland makeup wipes can't fix. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean it off my nose and we're good as new. Now that you know how to put eyelashes on, I just want you guys to know it doesn't always happen on the first try. It's trial and error and it takes a while. I know a lot of girls on YouTube do it one time and it's so easy, but if you saw that, the corner of my eyelash flipped up. So what I did was I just took that tweezer and the glue and I just kind of stuck it back on there, hoping that it would stick properly, and it did. So we were good to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see how I did my foundation, full coverage foundation, I'll go ahead and link it right here so you can click that video. If you guys want to see how I did my classic red look, you can click right here. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see something else, just let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. We're at 59 subscribers. We need 100. If we do 100, I might be doing a beauty giveaway, but we'll see. Bye, guys.